One day, a talented painter finally found inspiration in art piece at a suicide scene. Talk about an unexpected muse. After painting it, little did he know it would make waves internationally and sell for a fortune. But his artwork had to be completed with fresh blood, a real demanding artist. The more tragic stories of victims, the more inspired he became, leaving collectors curious and buzzy. With dark memories flooding in, Troy couldn't help but unload in the bathroom. Since he reincarnated as a psychotic killer, why not throw a revenge feast for Jaisu? But just as he wanted to strike, he found out this body had terminal brain flow, only a month to live. What a bargain. A month is plenty for revenge, but just as he got ready, he received an invite from Park Ti-woo. Choi was thrilled, finally getting the chance to approach his target, eagerly arranging to meet at the gallery. Considering the Grim Reaper might crash the party, he decided against killing on the spot and offered to deliver the painting instead. That night, as Park Ti-woo returned home, Choi was waiting outside, stepping on the Ferrari like a boss, polishing his shoes. Then with a kick, he knocked Park down, who rushed back to grab a real gun, not one of those fake props. Choi suddenly woke up and bumped into him, then zoomed off in the Ferrari, while Park hastily dodged. As Park dropped the gun, Choi quickly jumped out to grab it, and Park, confused, asked why are you so chill after getting shot. Turns out, Choi had already prepared a bulletproof vest, feeling at ease like a plot spoiler. Bringing Park back to his secret base, he threatened to cut off his fingers one by one for that despair experience. Unexpectedly, Choi suddenly fainted, as though conveying the message that dreams are plump and full, whereas reality is quite the opposite. He woke up tied to the operating table, and Park whispered about accidentally hitting someone while driving. Oh, the thrill. Despite hitting many people, he could never relive that thrill until learning Choi used murder as his canvas. Park declared he wanted to try this method too, pulling out a chainsaw to piece Choi up. Choi fearlessly spat at him, making Park absolutely livid. Instead of killing Choi outright, he decided to take his limbs first, letting him save a slow bleed. When he woke up again, Choi faced death, with the Grim Reaper laughing and mocking him. What irony. But Choi smirked slyly, indicating that he had never actually intended to kill Park all along. He had set the stage beforehand, with all of Park's actions live-streamed, ready to ruin him. Not explaining to the Grim Reaper, Choi urged him to fire, determined not to delay his master plan. However, before he could act, he bumped into an old acquaintance who jeopardized his plans. This dude was at it again, causing havoc on the streets, clearly an unrepentant soul. Choi caught him off guard. In an instant, Choi became a national hero, just in time for his next scheme. He copied all the surveillance footage from the studio, and when he brought the team for an investigation, the gruesome scene shocked everyone. Choi gave the body dismemberment footage to reporters, only to find out the channel's chief was in Park's pocket. The chief informed Park, who then summoned gangsters to shut him up, but Choi effortlessly countered. Not only did he catch the gang leader, but when Park came to negotiate after his secrets were out, Choi stood firm. Desperate for a worry-free revenge, Park offered terms that Choi deemed utterly unworthy. Full of bravado, Choi agreed to meet in half an hour, only to be interrupted by a lawyer. All eyes turned to Choi as the police showed up, and now everyone was aware of his secret. Suddenly, breaking news aired, with Park confessing to the police, claiming self-defense. So Clay. The footage clearly showed him getting dragged in, with no evidence of a struggle very well handled. In the end, a wrongly accused Choi was captured by corrupt cops. What an unexpected twist. The two definitely pressured him for the evidence, but Park wasn't just going to sit back. However, upon waking up, he found the plane vacant unless he had become a ghost. The news reported him suspected of murdering his brother, sparking a skydiving incident. Total suspense. only to see on screen that the flight was about to crash, all while wondering how to save himself. With no luck in sight, and time slipping away, he was in total panic mode. Luckily, branches cushioned his fall, otherwise he could have been in serious trouble. However, before he could react, a car sped towards him, launching him 50 meters away. Even more astonishing was the fact that the driver was Choi, prompting pure shock. He had planned to trace him under the guise of normal procedure, but will it all work out? Yet within the gang, Choi successfully uncovered evidence, exposing it all. The cover-up seemed to be fracturing, and with double the crimes, the opportunity was closing in.